with us. Hello. My name is Laurence, and I am the lead caseworker at this branch, and I come to talk to you about our work, the union work that never stops, the work that will continue when we all go back to our jobs tomorrow. We have a wonderful team of caseworkers at Cardiff, caring people who will stand with you when the going gets tough. You will know some of us as outgoing union activists, but others will prefer to keep that aspect of their work more quiet. What I want to do for the next few minutes is talk about how I became a caseworker and the work we do. We have spoken a lot about inequalities over the last few days, and nowhere are those inequalities more apparent than in some of the casework we deal with. I became a caseworker upon my return from my second maternity leave. My pregnancy was a tough time. I had several scares, but the worst was the situation at work. My unit was under threat. My line manager was kind and well-intentioned, but their hands were tied. I couldn't cope. I didn't cope. I became quite severely depressed. Fortunately, the maternity leave gave me some time to reflect. With the help of a great caseworker, I made the decision to work compressed hours, 100% over 4 days. She helped me to see that I was not at fault. The system was at fault. Yeah. So I made the decision to become a caseworker myself around 7 years ago. I started by shadowing an experienced caseworker and by receiving great training. This is something I greatly value in union work. Training is positively seen. Then little by little, I grew more independent, while never forgetting that we are a team. Casework is extremely varied. We assist people who have issues with their contracts, people who need advice on maternity or parental leave, people who want to raise a grievance, people against whom a grievance has been raised, people whose fixed-term contract is coming to an end, people who want to understand the meaning of open-ended contracts with relevant factors. To this day, I do not understand what this contract means. People who want to leave the institution, people who are returning to work after a period of sick leave, people who are being bullied, people who are being harassed, people who are being discriminated against. Our approach is to empower our members, to be there for them, and to give them the tools to find solutions. We outline options and help members to find their own path. There is one area of casework that has been growing over the last few years at this institution. Issues surrounding the implementation of reasonable adjustments. These are adjustments for disabled members of staff. Reasonable adjustments that consist in buying assistive equipment are usually not problematic. Issues arise when people ask to work a little bit less, to, for instance, only work the maximum allowed in the workload allocation model. The issues around workloads are so severe that working one's maximum is now considered a special provision. I will always remember some of the people I had the privilege to meet through casework. During the minute of silence yesterday, I saw their faces. I recalled their names. Some have left the institution. Some are still here. Some can be on the pickets. Others simply cannot because of the toll this would take on them. I stand for them. Members who have had a caseworker often say that they felt calmer at meetings with management and HR because we were there, because we listened, because we didn't gaslight, because we saw them as people. As Frances O'Grady said yesterday, the institution might treat you as resources, but we treat you as people, complex human beings with flaws and qualities. People who rage against the machine, not machines. We see you as people and we stand with you.